And we're going live. You can say hi, Ivy. Where are you?
I'm right here.
You're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So I'm making a video about Ivy's hair tests. Okay, so we're gonna do a little case analysis here. Okay. So this is just a video talking about healing your children, healing children on nutritional balancing program, the current state of children, and mostly it's a case study on Ivy, who is my girlfriend's daughter. Okay, so we've been together about a year now, and so Ivy's been on the program for almost a year, and so let's go over her tests. Okay. Okay. Now, as you know, 4 lows is a burnout pattern, right? So 4 lows, we can see very low calcium here, very low magnesium, very low sodium, very low potassium. And this is a burnout pattern. And Sarah, her mother, ate pretty well. Ivy's not vaccinated. It was a natural at-home childbirth. And still, I mean, Sarah eats organic food, does all that. And still, look at Ivy's hair test. Horrible. Already in burnout, right? Born in burnout. Born with depleted adrenals, born with depleted thyroid. She was not vaccinated. The mother ate well. Mother ate organic food. Didn't have to work long hours or anything like that while she was pregnant. And still, this is how bad of shape her child was in. Okay, so the reason why I say this is because I'm trying to emphasize to you the dire kind of straits that we're in. And people don't realize that eating well or even not vaccinating and doing all this sort of stuff for your children, it's not enough because the world is so depleted. And it sucks. It's kind of sad, but it's the truth. And you have to learn the truth so you can do something about it, okay? So this is her first hair test. Look at that, deep in 4 lows. Sodium, potassium, children should be in fast oxidation, and her sodium and potassium should be up here somewhere. Look how low they are, incredibly low. High copper on the first test, eliminating lead, arsenic, and a lot of aluminum, okay, that she inherited from her mother, including lots of copper from her mother, because her mother's copper toxic, okay? NAK ratio down here at 1, and she's in slow oxidation already, okay? So this is from, like I said, this is a child that wasn't starving or anything like that. It was from Ivy, no, don't play with my phone. From the Western world, not vaccinated, ate pretty well. She was fed good as a child, and still, this is just what we're up against. Now imagine the other children that were vaccinated, their mothers didn't eat healthy. They're even worse shape. Okay, so it's important just to keep that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna see if we have any people. We'll see if anyone asks any questions or anything like that. I'll do a short Q&A if there's I don't know how many people are viewing this right now, but if there are, I'll do a short Q&A at the end. Okay, so yeah, and then let's go to our second test. Lots of improvement. Look at this. This is one test. This is about, let's see, 8, 7. This is literally only 3 months later, you guys. And look, her potassium went from 1 to 10, and her sodium went from 1 to 13. This is a drastic difference in 3 months. And keep in mind, she's not eating as many vegetables as she should be. Children are picky. It's hard to give children a lot of vegetables. But I noticed that with children, what's most important is really the supplements, you guys. And this is her literally just getting 1 paramin and half or a quarter. I think her supplement dosage at this age was 1 paramin and a quarter of a limcomin. No, it was half a paramin and a quarter of a limcomin twice a day, and that's it. And you just grind it up and put in a little bit of almond butter or something twice a day. It's very easy. And look how much progress she made in 1 test. It's incredible. Okay, look at that aluminum she's eliminating. Massive aluminum dump already, and the sodium and potassium much higher. Oh, thank you, love. Here, put it back. Thank you. So that's just in 1 test. 3 months. She's gone from deep in 4 lows to almost out of 4 lows. Okay. Phosphorus is up 1. Copper's down a little bit. Iron's up. Manganese is up. Eliminating a ton. Going through an aluminum dump already. I'll put it back. I don't need it. So yeah, overall, very, very good, okay? Then we go to her third test. And so she was still on this point, she's still on just half a paramin and a quarter of a limb. Actually, let's go check. We can actually go see what her program sheets were saying. So let's go check it out. Let's go look at, so it'd be beams, IV. Yeah. So yeah, half paramin, a quarter limb coming. Now she's on one full paramin and a half a limb coming because she's older and she's gained weight. So let's go back here. So yeah, this was, at this point she's still on only half a paramin and a quarter limb coming twice a day. That's it. Look how much difference this is. And this is not even eating that well, Third test, so this is about 6 months after her first test. Back into 4 lows, but still a lot higher than where she was. And look at this aluminum dump, you guys, from 3.37 to 6. It's crazy how many metals children are dumped right away because they're so much healthier. They have a lot more vitality at a young age. They can dump metals very quickly, even just from 2 supplements twice a day at low dosages, you guys. Look at all this aluminum coming out, okay? And then let's go, and then you're still at low NAK. And her oxidation rate is speeding up. She's more towards fast now. And most children will have a low NAK ratio with fast oxidation. Okay? And then let's go to her most recent test here. Okay? So this is about, let's see, 226. It's about 10 months after her first test. Okay? And look at it. She's starting to eliminate copper already. It took me 3 or 4 years to start to eliminate copper. And she's done it in 9 months. Okay? And that's very, very good because I know that she's copper toxic. And she's starting to dump that copper already. And look at that, aluminum's coming out still. And her NAK ratio is, higher than the first test. And she's into mixed oxidation. And you can see the progress she's made and how many metals she's dumped already. Especially that aluminum. And be quiet. And most importantly, here, come say hi to everyone, you bored? And look at that. Look at that copper. Look at that copper coming out, you guys. Okay, you said hi. Look at that copper coming out. Her body's loaded with copper, and then some changes, that I've noticed. She's sleeping better. She's less temperamental. Her stomach used to be very bloated, and now her stomach is much flatter. That's the biggest thing I noticed is that from a very young age, from the first test, her bloating's got a lot better. She had like some babies today. I think they're coppery and yeasty already, and their bellies are bloated. And now she's got like she's got baby fat, but it's like a 6-pack. Like it's like hard underneath. I've noticed that a big change. And so I really just want to emphasize to you guys that the programs for children are very simple. It's very easy just to crush it up in some almond butter and give it to your child twice a day if you're not lazy about it. And with children, you have to realize that it's not like adults. The supplements are very, very important for the children, and they're more important than the diet. Okay, children are picky. Ivy's a 3-year-old. She's not going to eat 80% cooked vegetables 3 times a day. It's just not reasonable. Okay, she's not going to eat broccoli for breakfast or something like that. You know what I mean? We do our best. She usually eats vegetables for dinner, and breakfast is usually not many vegetables involved unless it's the weekend, and lunches are hit and miss. But we're diligent about our supplements, and she goes to bed by 8 o'clock, and so she's getting at least 10 hours of sleep, and she's taking her vitamins every morning, every night, and look at the progress she's making. Okay, so it's not that much effort. And what I really want to emphasize to you guys is that although it does suck that all the children are like this, and most of them are in burnout, and the state of I'm sorry, so it's loud upstairs. I know that it's kind of depressing, but I really want to emphasize how easy the programs are for children, and how it's so much easier. Ivy's gone through a couple of retracings. Her worst retracing was when she on her first test. A month into her program. She has bad tooth decay, partially from being in burnout and stuff like that. And the tooth decay stopped now, by the way. And she retraced an infection on her jaw, or not in her jaw, but it was her tooth. and her jaw swelled up. But I know I kept her mom calm, and we didn't panic, and we just shined the red lamp on it for a few days, and then she had a fever and was kind of sick with the, it's kind of scary because the side of her face swelled up, you know what I mean, from the root of the tooth, I think, was healing. But we just fed her simply. She got lots of sleep, and we just shined the heat lamp on her, and it went away. We used colloidal silver too, I think, and it went away, and over a couple of days, and she's much healthier. Okay, and so you have to not really stress out too much about the retracings the children will have, and don't be too uptight about it. Just realize that they're at a young age. They heal quickly. The supplements are the most important. They don't have to eat vegetables every single meal. They're not going to. You can't expect a 3-year-old to eat vegetables, and just kind of relax about it. And don't stress too much about it, and realize that it's much easier to heal children. If we can just all put children on these programs, the next generation would be so much healthier. And it's so much easier as children. They don't have to detox crazy emotional stuff. They don't have to detox. They're not angry yet at the world. They're not angry at their parents yet in most cases. They don't have all this built up inertia in their body. Their bodies are more flexible and loose, and they can heal quicker. Okay? So that's it. Let's see if we have any questions. Should I crush my supplements? No, if you're 20, you should just take your supplements with water. We're only doing that for children because they can't swallow supplements. Some children will eat them. Like, one thing that's nice about the supplements we use, they're mineral based. And one thing that's nice is that they're mineral based and they're tasteless. So some children, like I've seen children where you just give them a Paramin or a Limcum and they'll just eat it like candy. You're just like, here. And they're like, you know what I mean? But in most cases, you're going to have to use a mortar and pestle. And I think the question was that if you did that with an adult. No, if you're an adult, you just swallow them right before or right after your meal with a little bit of water. Okay. Once the children can swallow pills safely, you can give them the supplements like an adult. But children, yeah, the easiest thing what we do is we just use a mortar and pestle, and then I take a little bit of almond butter and I knead it with my hands, and then I just put the almond butter in her mouth. Although she will eat the Paramin now, she'll just eat the Paramin, but I think the Limcum doesn't taste quite as good. But yeah, that's it. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this short little video. Shoot me some questions down below, and I'll answer them. Maybe answer questions about healing your children and stuff like that. Any questions about the program, and I'll try to get down to the comments. Yeah, email me, luke@deephealingspace.com if you're interested in the program. I do charge less for children. It's been fun doing this video, and don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.